Imagine this, a small-town high school where hockey is everything. The rink is the heart of the community, and the boys' varsity team, they are like gods walking the hallways. Everyone dreams of making it big, scouting for college scholarships, maybe even the pros one day. Our story starts with Elizabeth Kingsley, a 17-year-old girl who's been skating since she could walk. Elizabeth isn't just good, she's incredible. Fast, smart on the ice, with a shot that could thread a needle. But here's the thing, the girls' hockey team at her school is barely hanging on. Low funding, few players, and games that feel more like practice than real competition. Elizabeth wants more. She wants to push herself, to play at the highest level possible. She's dating Jake Thompson, the star forward on the boys' team. Jake's charming, popular, the kind of guy every girl crushes on. They've been together for a year, and Elizabeth thinks he's the one. He always tells her how talented she is, how she could outplay half the guys on his team. "You're better than most of us, Elizabeth," he'd say with that smile. One day, Elizabeth gets bold. She asks the coach if she can try out for the boys' varsity team. The coach laughs at first, but when he sees her skate in an open session, his jaw drops. She's got skills, real skills. But the rules? Girls aren't allowed on the boys' team. It's for safety, they say. Elizabeth's crushed, but Jake encourages her. "Fight for it, babe. You deserve this." What Elizabeth doesn't know is that behind her back, Jake and a few of his teammates are laughing about it. Jake makes a cruel bet with his buddies. "I bet I can convince Elizabeth she's good enough to try out, and when she gets rejected, it'll be hilarious. Loser buys beer for a month." They all shake on it. To them, it's just a joke. But to Elizabeth, it's her dream. She pushes hard, petitions the school board, even gets some parents on her side. Finally, they say no. Flat out no. Elizabeth's devastated. She confronts Jake, expecting support. Instead, he brushes it off. "Come on, Elizabeth, it was never gonna happen. Girls just aren't built for that level." That's when she overhears him in the locker room, bragging about the bet. "Told you she'd fall for it. Easiest win ever." The laughter echoes. Elizabeth stands there, frozen, her tears streaming down her face. Her heart shatters. The boy she loved, the one who said he believed in her, it was all a lie, a game, a betrayal that cuts deeper than any check on the ice. How could he do this to her? And what happens when someone pushes a girl like Elizabeth too far? Stick with me, because her revenge is about to change everything. Elizabeth didn't cry for long. After that day, something inside her changed. The sadness turned to anger, burning, quiet anger. She stopped talking to Jake, blocked him everywhere. But inside, she was plotting. She loved hockey more than anything, more than Jake, more than the popularity that came with dating the star player. And now she was going to prove them all wrong. Not just to Jake, but to every guy who thought girls couldn't hang. The boys' team had tryouts coming up for the new season, closed tryouts, no girls allowed. But Elizabeth had a plan, a risky, crazy plan. Her cousin Alex looked a lot like her, same height, same build. But Alex was away at college. Elizabeth borrowed his old ID, cut her hair short, bound her chest tight, and practiced deepening her voice. She became Alex Harper, a transfer student from out of town. It sounded insane, but Elizabeth was determined. She knew the risks. If she got caught, she'd be kicked out of school, maybe worse. But the thought of Jake's face when an unknown player outskated him, it kept her going. Tryouts day arrived. Elizabeth walked into the rink wearing baggy gear, helmet down low. No one recognized her. The coach barked orders, and the drills began.
Elizabeth held back at first, not wanting to stand out too much, but as the scrimmages started, she couldn't help it. She flew across the ice, stealing pucks, setting up goals, scoring herself. The guys grumbled, "Who's this kid? He's fast." Jake, now captain, eyed Alex suspiciously. "Not bad, newbie, but let's see if you can keep up." Elizabeth made the team as a third line forward. The coach slapped her on the back. "Welcome aboard, Harper. You've got heart." Practices were tough. Locker room talk was rough. Guys joking about girls, bragging about hookups. Elizabeth bit her tongue, changed in a separate stall. But on the ice, she shone. Teammates started relying on her passes, her speed. Jake pulled Alex aside one day. "You're good, man. Reminds me of this girl I used to know. She thought she could play with us too." He laughed bitterly. What a joke. Elizabeth's blood boiled. The betrayal stung all over again. But Elizabeth smiled under her helmet. Yeah, sounds like she deserved better. Little did Jake know, his nightmare was just beginning.
As the season kicked off, Alex became a key player. The team was winning games they usually lost. Elizabeth's smart plays turned the tide. Fans started noticing the new guy lighting it up. In the locker room, bonds formed. Some guys were decent. Mike, the goalie, always had her back. "You're clutch, Alex. Glad you're here." But Jake? He was jealous. His scoring dipped, and he blamed the rookie stealing his spotlight. One close call almost blew it all. After a game, the team hit the showers. Elizabeth panicked, faked a stomach bug, and hid in the bathroom. Heart pounding, she thought it was over, but no one suspected. Off the ice, Elizabeth's life was lonely. She couldn't tell her best friend Sarah the truth, too risky. At home, her parents worried why Elizabeth quit hockey. She made excuses, said she needed a break. But the real tension built during games against rival teams. Whispers started. That Harper kid plays like he's got something to prove. Elizabeth did. Every goal she scored felt like payback. Jake confronted Alex after a big win. "You're taking my plays, man. Back off." Elizabeth stared him down. "Maybe step up your game, Captain." The team made playoffs. Everyone was buzzing. Elizabeth knew the big reveal had to come soon, but how and when? The championship loomed, the game that could make or break the season, and Jake's college scouts were watching. Elizabeth's revenge plan sharpened. She wasn't just playing to win, she was playing to expose the truth. Playoffs hit and the team was on fire. Alex led in assists, turning average plays into highlights. Jake fumed, but couldn't complain. The wins kept coming. In the semifinals, down by 1 in the third period, Alex, stole the puck from the opponent's star, deked past 2 defenders and roofed a backhand goal. Tie game. Overtime winner followed. The bench erupted. Even Jake high-fived her, grudgingly. Post-game interviews, "Who's this Alex Harper kid?" reporters asked. Coach beamed. "Best pickup we've had in years." Jake pulled Elizabeth aside again. "You're ruining my shot at scouts, dude. Tone it down." That lit the fuse. Elizabeth decided, championship game. That's when she'd reveal everything. The final was against their biggest rivals, packed rink, scouts everywhere. Jake needed a hat trick to impress. Elizabeth needed the perfect moment. The game was brutal, hits flying, scores tied 2-2 late in the third. Jake scored 1, showboating as always. Then opportunity. Elizabeth intercepted a pass, raced down ice, Jake trailing. She could pass to him for the easy goal, or take it herself. She faked the pass, blew past the defense, and sniped top corner. Go-ahead goal. The crowd roared. Jake slammed his stick. Selfish play. But the team won. Championship trophy in hand. Celebrations started. That's when Elizabeth knew it was time. On the ice, during the trophy presentation, the whole school watching, cameras flashing, Jake holding the cup high, grinning for scouts.
Elizabeth skated to center ice, helmet still on. She grabbed the mic from the announcer. "Before we celebrate," she said, voice steady but deeper from practice, "there's something you all need to know." The rink quieted, confused murmurs. She removed her helmet. Long hair tucked under fell loose as she shook it out. Makeup off, but face clear. Gasps. "That's Elizabeth?" Jake's face went white, mouth open, no words. "Yes, it's me, Elizabeth Harper, the girl who wasn't good enough for this team, the girl Jake Thompson bet against, the one he laughed about when I got rejected." The crowd erupted. Shock, cheers, boos at Jake. "I went undercover to prove a point. Girls can play. Girls can win. And Jake, your betrayal started this, but my skills finished it." Teammates stared, some nodding in respect. Mike smiled huge. Coach looked stunned but proud. Jake dropped the trophy, stammering, "Elizabeth, it was just a stupid bet." "Stupid? It broke me, but look what I did with the pieces." Scouts approached Elizabeth after. "Kid, girl, you've got talent, scholarships waiting." Jake's dreams shattered. Scouts walked away, his reputation destroyed. Elizabeth stood tall, team around her, most supporting now. The betrayer exposed, left speechless. In the weeks after, everything changed. The school investigated the bet. Jake suspended, lost his captain spot. No college offers came. Elizabeth, hero status. Offers poured in for women's college teams, even some co-ed clubs. She transferred to a school with a strong girls program, but her story inspired changes, more funding for girls hockey locally. She and Jake never spoke again. He tried apologizing once, but Elizabeth walked away. Too late. Elizabeth found real friends, real teammates who valued her. She even started dating Mike, the goalie, who'd suspected something but kept quiet out of respect. Looking back, Elizabeth realized the pain made her stronger. The betrayal hurt, but it led to triumph. What happened to Elizabeth shows us something powerful. Betrayal can break your heart, but it doesn't have to break your spirit. Sometimes the people who hurt us the most push us to become our best selves. Jake thought he could play games with someone's dreams, but Elizabeth, she played the real game and won. Never underestimate someone who's been wronged. Revenge doesn't always mean hurting back. Sometimes it's just rising above, proving them wrong, and finding justice on your own terms. True strength comes from within, and no one, not a boyfriend, not a team, not rules, can take away your talent if you fight for it. Thanks for joining me on this wild ride. Elizabeth's story reminds us, betrayal stings, but sweet justice? It feels amazing. If this video hit you in the feels, made you angry, made you cheer, or just kept you hooked, drop a like, hit that subscribe button for more dramatic revenge stories, and share it with a friend who needs to hear this. Tell me in the comments, where are you watching from right now? And how was the video for you? Did it give you chills, or what part got you the most? Turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. See you soon.